In Zaire, the Barwa Pygmies were driven out of their ancestral land in order to establish the Kahuzi-Biega National Park. WWF has been deeply involved. The victims formerly lived in dignity in their traditional ways, but are now exposed to alcoholism, prostitution, extreme poverty, and exploitation by the neighboring Bantu people. Likewise, Bambuti Pygmies were driven out of the Maiko National Park as a result of joint government and WWF activities. Similarly, in Central Africa, the Zanga Sanga project, which had been directed by WWF since 1988, has resulted in the destruction of livelihood and loss of dignity of the Baka Pygmies in this area and in the loss of their ancestral homeland. In Rwanda, the Batwa Pygmies were driven out by the Nyungwe Natural Forest in 1994 to make way for a nature conservation site. WWF was involved in the creation of this area, and as a result, the Batwa of Rwanda have lost their ancestral land and last refuge. In Kenya, the Tsavo East National Park has been established and is managed with the help of WWF on the Sanyi ancestral land. The Sanyi have been severely prosecuted as poachers on their own land. As a result, the Sanyi peoples have been virtually destroyed as a society of hunters and gatherers. In Namibia, the Hayom Bushmen have been driven out of their ancestral land, the Etosha Pan, which WWF is involved in securing as a conservation area. In consultation with WWF, the government of Botswana declared, at the Zani Kotla meeting in February 1996, that the 3,000 last remaining Bushmen, in broadly traditional hunting and gathering lifestyles, have to leave their ancestral land and their traditional lives. The reason being that their ancestral land is now proposed as a new game reserve. In South Africa, the 40 last remaining Bushmen have been chased out of their ancestral land, which is now largely used as the Kalahari Gemsbok National Park. WWF has been involved and is still involved. Furthermore, they continue to discount the land claims of the evacuated Bushmen. In India, the Gujar nomads in Uttar Pradesh are victims of a nature conservation project, where WWF is directly involved. Also, the last few Aborigine peoples belonging to the Negrito race have been victimized by national park projects in the Nilgiri Mountains, where WWF was and still is active.